welcome back, Divine Essence Tarot. Listen, tonight we're going to take a look, and nothing in specific, just whatever happens to come out. So this is whatever comes out. This is general. This could be for any sign. If it resonates for you, then it's for you. You know, if not, let it be for someone else. But let's dig right in. We're going to look at some oracles first. All right. We have the Broken Mirror Oracle. And we're going to just take a look at your energy. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine a light on what I need to see for my collective. This is for all signs. What's going on? Let's see what comes out. Love affair. Love affair. And it says secrecy, third party, hooking up, STD. Okay. Okay, listen. It started off with a bang, okay? I'm going to give you the whole visual, okay? The visual, right? But, yeah, I mean, what I'm seeing is you could currently be in a connection, or maybe you were in one in the recent past where you found out that this was a third-party situation. And it could have been that this person was hooking up with multiple people and that they caught something and they could have gave it to you. Doesn't have to be the case. This is not for everybody. That's very specific, that you caught something from your past partner or your current partner. But some of you, this is the case. And this was something that your person hid from you, that they were dealing with someone in particular or multiple people. And so I just heard it was a triangle. It was a triangle they had you in. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Contemplation, unsure, choices, decisions. And then on the person's hand, there's a yes and there's a no. So, you know, right now in your life in general, it doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it could be that you're looking at another job situation. You know, you could be thinking about leaving your current position and starting with a whole new company, or you could be also thinking about moving. But there's something that, and I'm getting the picture of the Two of Pentacles in my head, where you're juggling the thought of what to do. And trying to make a decision on whether you should make a move or not, right? I'm also seeing the Two of Wands. So somebody could have either earth or fire in their chart. But you're not sure. And you're kind of stuck when it comes to which way you should go. So you're not making any move right now. You're looking at all sides of the situation. This could be a relationship that you're considering leaving or staying in as well. Doesn't have to be. It's general, so it could be many things. But there's something in your life, collective, and this is for someone, that right now you are juggling the thought of staying or leaving. You don't know if it's a green light or a red light or a yellow light. Should you just slow the process down and continue to weigh it out, or should you keep moving forward, or just leave this thing all together? Leave this situation all the way together. Tell me more. Spiritual attack, karma, divine intervention, facing their demons. So somebody, and I'm feeling that it's not you, collective. I'm feeling it's somebody that you were dealing with, that you have left. You're no longer in contact with, or if you are, it's very little. But this person's in a very dark place, and they could feel like one thing after the next is happening to them. Negative things, back to back. And what it is it's karma from things that they have done to you, done to other people. And I'm looking at this card. This character has like claws. if you can see. This person, little do you know, they could have had an attachment to them. They could have had like an evil, like an entity on them when they were dealing with you. And so this is someone who very well has demons, literal demons that are attached to their energy. And it causes them to create karma, bad karma, treating people bad, you know, doing things that they know is not right. These are demons and that they have, you know, given into. And now at this time, Spirit wants you to know that they're receiving karma for those things. Okay. They are basically, they're getting back what they did to you. That's what's happening right now. This person is getting back all of the pain, the heartache, the heartbreak that they have given out to you and to others at this time. They're very depressed, very much in a dark place, and lonely as well. Very lonely. That's what I see. They could cry as well. They could be crying when they're by themselves, hurting. There's a lot of hurt here. But they need to go through this. On the card, it says divine intervention. So this is the fact that they're going through this. This is something that you don't need to step in and intervene or, you know, try to make things easier or lighter for them. If you are in contact with them, just let them ride out their karma because they're getting what they deserve. It's called justice, spiritual justice. So this person, what happened is, I feel like you were in connection with this person and they were being, all these cards are coming together. And, you know, I'm looking at it. They were doing this behind your back. So part of their karma is the fact that they were cheating on you. They were cheating. They were, you know, not loyal to you. While you were being loyal, they were behind your back doing all types of dirty deeds with all kinds of nasty, low down, filthy people that couldn't even light a flame to you, but they chose to deal with these people, very low vibrational, and this person is low vibrational. And yeah, I feel like divine intervention could have been that you received information from your guides and from your spirit team to leave this person out in the cold and to walk away. And when you did that, you actually created the whirlwind and the domino effect for their karma to be given to them. The fact that you were still dealing with them and you were in connection with them, collective, blocked their karma from coming to them. So now that you stepped out the way and you removed yourself, now the divine has intervened and is now giving them what they need to get. You know, so people have to learn their lesson. How do they learn? By getting what they put out and they have dealt to other people. That's how they learn sometimes. That's how some people are. They have to go through, they got to hit rock bottom, okay, so that they can see the big picture. I need to change. I need to work on myself. I need to heal these things. Okay, let's see. Toxic people. Toxic people. It says addictions, bad advice, wrong crowd. So this person, and I don't feel that it's you, collective, this person that you were dealing with, all of a sudden it turned out to be like a love. You notice it's like a love reading now, but that's okay. But this person had addictions. They could have been addicted to drinking, drugs, smoking, sex, whatever it was, lust, partying, it could gambling, it could be anything. Whatever you can think of that people can be addicted to. Okay, lying. They could have been addicted to being a liar, a manipulator. But anyway, this person hung with the wrong crowd. They hung with people that influenced them negatively, and they were very easily led. So this person you were dealing with was not a leader. They were definitely a follower. And they surrounded themselves with people low vibrational, just like them, and people that gave them advice, and they listened to them and led them down. They let these people, they allowed these influences to lead them down the wrong path. Okay. And I feel like they still continue to surround themselves with these kind of people. So they were doing that before when you were in connection with them, and they continue to do that. They haven't changed. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Dating. Oh, new love. Wait a minute. Options. Hold up. Back on the market. This is you. This is you, whether you're a female or a male. You are now, since you have left this person, you have started to more recently, because I feel like I just heard you were alone for a long time, for a good amount of time. You spent time working on yourself. Now you're back out in the dating world. So you're weighing your options when it comes to, and this could be where the options come in. Remember, this card had came out, options. So that could be that you're weighing your options here when it comes to, suitors and trying to figure out who's the best fit for you. But I see you going on dates. Okay. I see you enjoying yourself on these dates. You could be hooking up with people. You don't have to be. You could just be hanging out with them, spending time, getting to know them, but definitely having dinner or lunch. And a couple of these people, I see that you as far as romantically, you may have maybe shared a smooch or, some type of affection. Didn't have to go all the way. Okay. Did not have to go all the way to the bedroom, but you're enjoying yourself. And so you have a lot of options because you're someone who attracts attention. You're attractive. You dress nice. You look good. You smell good. You carry yourself well. So there's a beautiful energy that comes with that. And people want to be around that. So you're on the market now. You're looking, you're searching. And even if you're not searching, people are attracted to you right now. And you have a lot of offers. I just see back-to-back people hitting you up and, or back-to-back opportunities to go on dates. Okay. So that's cool. It's always good to leave the door open when you're single. When you're in a relationship, that's a whole different story. Okay. When you're in a relationship, you're not supposed to be hooking up with anyone, right? Or you get bad karma for that. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, soul contract. My God. Soulmates, partnership, spiritual union. So I'm getting that it's possible that the next person that you get with will be a soulmate for you, like a true soulmate. I don't feel that this person you were dealing with, the low vibrational one that cheated on you, I don't see that as, that's not soulmate material. So that is not your soulmate. But you do have one that's coming if you haven't already met them. And it's a spiritual union. You're going to know because you're going to feel like you have known this person. It's going to be very familiar. And so this person is someone that you're supposed to meet. It was set up by the divine for you to meet them so that you guys can continue with your contract. The soulmates have met before. They've been together before in past lives. That's what soulmates are to me. Some people don't even believe in soulmates. I do. And so there's going to be a partnership between you. That's also how you're going to know. It's not going to feel like you have to fight this person. It's going to be very easy when it comes to understanding each other and getting on the same accord and having the same agenda and being on the same team. That's partnership. So this is how they're going to make you feel so seen and so good. And I'm happy for you because you deserve that. After going through this with this person, absolutely. This is exactly what you deserve. One more, Spirit. Conflict resolution, compromising. It says, making amends, positive outcome. There could be someone, doesn't have to be this person, but it could be the past person. There's two scenarios that I'm getting. Either there's that past person that did you dirty and they're going through karma right now. They're going to resurface. They're going to resurface to make amends with you, to try to, and I see you guys argued a lot. You clashed a lot in the past. That was another reason why you left them alone, because it was just too much conflict. But they're going to resurface and try to come in and make amends with you, apologize to you, let you know how they feel. They're going to be way more communicative with you and just getting across how they feel. And they might even admit where they went wrong. And they want a positive outcome. Their whole point of coming towards you is because they want another go at this. They want to revisit the connection and try again. They want a new beginning with you. They miss you, right? So they want to resolve things. I feel like when you guys split, and I feel that you left them, they didn't leave you. When you left them, what happened is there was no closure. So it was just left open-ended. You just got up and left, and that was it. You didn't say much. You said your piece, and that was it. Like, you didn't keep going on and on about it. You didn't call them after that. You didn't try to link up. Nothing. It was done. And so they didn't know how you felt all this time. You didn't know what they were thinking or feeling. So it was just left open. And so they didn't really like that. They want to resolve things and give you closure and get closure on their end. They want to know how you feel about them. Now, that's one scenario. The other scenario is that this is someone this is a whole new person that you could be in contact with. Nothing to do with the past person, just the current person that you're dealing with, where you guys do argue a lot. You see how this guy, the boyfriend here, has like his pin in the girlfriend's face, and the girlfriend has her head down. You're dealing with someone possibly right now who, and I'm not gonna say you're the man or you're the female, because I don't know. But if the shoe fits, just switch the energies. But you could be dealing with someone, or you could be the one that's doing the bullying. But somebody here is a bully in the connection. Somebody here has to have the last word. Someone in this connection that you might be with right now, they have a hard time admitting when they're wrong, and they may gaslight. They may try to manipulate the relationship, manipulate you, make you feel bad when they're the one that, actually did something. And that's very toxic. So but I see, although you have that going on, this person wants to make things right. They want to resolve the issues that you guys have. Okay. Either they want to or you want to, but there's an energy of someone in the connection wanting to get better and get on the same page, see each other on, from eye level, and really be able to make things work. They want to make amends. They might want to apologize as well. Okay. But at the end of the day, they want a positive outcome. They want to be with you. They want to make things click between you two. Okay. Let's look at the next deck, because thank you, Spirit. Let's look at this other deck, what's the T deck? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. There was 7 here. So let's pull 7 from this deck as well. 7 could be significant, or you could be seeing 7. Okay, let's take a look. That's interesting. What do you guys think? Yeah, tonight I wanted to do things a little different and just incorporate these oracle cards. We usually use the tarot, but for tonight we're going to do oracles just to switch it up. Keep it exciting, Keep it fresh. All right, let's take a look. One more shuffle. This deck is so thick. Woo! It's giving my thumbs a workout. Okay, let's see what we have, collective. And again, this is just a general, whatever happens to come out, we're going to pull it and we're going to see what it's about. All right. What do we have, Spirit? Played out. Played out. So, now I'm getting that you're either looking at the past connection that person is played out, or the person that you're in connection with right now. That whatever the dynamic is, whatever you guys are going through right now, is getting old. It's getting old. That's what played out means to me. It's like you guys keep having to revisit the same issues, the same roadblocks, and it now is getting tiring, and it's getting old, and it's getting boring, and it's not exciting you. It's actually whack. Like, that's what it is. Played out is pretty whack. Like, it's corny, you know? And that's really how you're looking at this person now, because who wants to continue to say the same things over and over? I just heard like a broken record. You could feel like you keep having to tell this person, this is what it is, this is how I feel, this is what, and it's like going in one ear and out the other. For that, now that's for the current person. But for the past person, you could just be looking at them like, you know what? I've been there, done that. That whole situation is played out and done, because that's old news. I don't want nothing to do with that. So that could be your energy for the past person. But whoever it is, past or present, you're over it. That's what I see, collective, that you don't have any more energy to, you know, keep fighting for either one of these people, either the past or the present, because it's like you feel like you're not getting anywhere. I just see in my mind's eye, in my third eye, I see like a spiral, you know? So it's like it never ends. It just keeps going and going around and around. You guys, I feel like you guys have conversations. If we're talking about a present person, like the current, you guys have conversations, and then, you know, it's almost like nothing was said, because nothing gets solved, even though you expressed everything to this person of what you need and how you feel, and maybe they did the same thing, but yet there's still no resolve to it. It's still the same outcome. So it's played out, and it just goes around and around. It never gets anywhere. Okay, that's what I see. I see like a spiral. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Love triangle. What did I say earlier? What was the word that I used earlier? I said that person from the past had you in what? A triangle, a love triangle. This says third party, multiple lovers, choices. They 100% had you tricked. I feel like they wore a mask, you know, to even get in your energy. Okay? They wore a mask and they pretended to be a certain way. They pretended to be this upright person that, you know, has morals and would never do anything like that, that they was for you, and they were, you know, faithful, and they were attentive to just you. They made it like it was just you. They made you feel like it was just you. And it was an illusion. It was an illusion, because at the end of the day, they had you tricked and they had you fooled thinking that it was only you. However, you didn't know that when you were out of their energy, and let's say you separated from this person, because I don't feel like you lived with them, when you went your way and they went their way, they would immediately jump to, hold on, guys. My cat, you know, does some tricky stuff when she always tries to get attention when I'm online. Okay, but anyway, this person would immediately, once you were away from them and out of sight, out of mind, I just heard, out of sight, out of mind. So once you were nowhere around, this person would turn around and go and immediately call this other person, and then hook up with them. And it wasn't just one person. There were multiple people. Okay? There were multiple people that this person had in their energy that they were dealing with while they were dealing with you. They had choices in love. They were not just dealing with you. Tell me more, Spirit. Thank you. Hustling. Making it rain. Focus. This is your energy. Focused on money and getting it. Right now, you know what you're focused on, and you see how this character is. They're by themselves. You, right now, I feel like you are single. Okay? No one has actually claimed you, and you're not claiming anyone. There could be people that you like, or people or a person that you're interested in, but have you guys solidified anything? Have you actually said to each other, look, we doing this. We rocking out. We're in a relationship now. It's me and you. No, you haven't. So you're single. You are focused on yourself and things that make you happy. You're also focused on your coin and getting money and being successful and your abundance. This is what you're focused on. Okay? And I feel like, you see how this person is they're buying flowers. I feel like they're actually buying these flowers for themselves. So you are treating yourself at this time. You're not waiting around for anybody to, make you happy or show you love. You're showing love to yourself. When you want flowers, you wouldn't mind to buy them for yourself. You wouldn't mind when you want to go out to take yourself out. Or when you want something, you want to buy some new clothes or shoes or whatever, you do that for yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're spoiling yourself when you can. And I feel like you're not even focused on really a relationship. If the right person came along and you were able to have a healthy connection with them, you would be all for it. But if it's not healthy, you're just going to focus on yourself and really, handling your business, getting ahead, working on your goals, and definitely working on saving and, making your bank account increase and things like this. This is where your head is. Tell me more, Spirit. Legal issues. Court. This says court, judges, immigration, lawyers, etc. So I don't feel that this is you, but if you have legal issues going on, right? I feel that justice will be served when it comes to those issues, and things will work out in your favor. You could also be dealing with someone who has legal issues and they're in the process of, court cases and dealing with lawyers and whatnot. And it could be part of their karma catching up to them. Could be that past person that did, this love triangle and third parties. Could be them that have to go through legal issues. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. And I really feel that this could be either one of these energies, either the past person or the current one. Both of them could be looking you up. Both of them could be on your social media, could be following you on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. And this is how they get some information about you when you're not around them. They could, be every post that you make, they could be right on it, checking it out. Every story, they're on it. Like they don't miss a beat. And I feel that even this past person could even have like ghost accounts or, fake accounts where they watch you just in case if you wind up blocking them, they'll still have a way. Some people are weird like that, but they are studying you. They're watching you, especially if you're not in communication with either one of these energies. Let's say you're not talking to either one of them. They're keeping an eye on you. They may be really watching too, like who's liking your post, who's liking your stuff, and who's commenting and what they're saying, and your interaction with other people on your social media. That's what they're doing. They're low-key stalking you online. I just got the Page of Swords in my third eye. Online stalking. That's basically what they're doing to get information. And you know how people, I have a tendency to do it at times too. Like if I'm going through something, or if I see a post that relates to me, I'll reshare it. I'll repost it. And, it'll be exactly what I'm dealing with at that moment, or exactly how I feel about whatever it is. And people sometimes read so deep into your stuff where they feel like, oh, well, they feel targeted. But my thing is like, if the shoe fits, knock yourself out. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Ego. It says hurt ego. Ego getting in the way of the relationship, etc. So this, again, could be a past person or current. And I feel like you may have both in your energy. You could have a couple of different people that are trying to get at you. It could be, exes, and also you have a current person that, like a new person. But either way, it could be that both of these people have ego issues. They could allow their ego to ruin and self-sabotage relationships, good relationships, healthy relationships that they could have with people, because they need to heal. They need to heal. And, when people have ego, they have too much ego, it's a false sense of pride. That's what it is. Ego is just, to me, a false sense of pride. It's not real pride. It's not true pride. Because true pride would never allow you to gaslight others or manipulate others. Egotistical people do that, and they do it because they feel out of control, and maybe at some point they in their life, they didn't have control over situations that they were put in or what have you. And so they created this huge ego to protect them. And so they use that ego to hurt other people and to control situations, control relationships. And in the meanwhile, you could be hurting somebody who's very kind and loving and somebody that would have been in your corner, but yet you push them away. You can push people away by having too much ego. You can. Another scenario that I'm getting is that when you left that past person, you hurt their ego. You literally ripped that ego that they had, that I could do whatever I want, you got to listen to me. I'm in control. You're underneath me. You took their ego and ripped it up and threw it in the trash, in the gutter. You see how this person is depressed. This person never thought that you would leave. So their ego had them feeling like that. Like, who's going to leave me? I'm the world's best. Who's going to leave me? I'm everything. And that false sense of self is what made them lose you. Their ego was broken from that point. Maybe you didn't even mean to break their ego, but that's what happened. And so, yeah, I feel like this person does that with many connections. It's not just the one that they had with you, but you're dealing with somebody who has an issue. Another thing that I just heard too is with the ego thing, people that have too much ego and they have that false sense of pride, they have a hard time apologizing and also admitting when they're wrong. That's that ego that blocks them from being able to do that. And that's what ruins good relationships, because when you are in connection with someone, when you do something wrong, you have to be able to say, you know what you're saying is correct. I acknowledge what I did. I'm sorry for what I did. I apologize. And you know what? I'm going to work on that. You're right. You're correct that I did do that. But people with ego problems, and I just, in my third eye, I see the emperor reversed, who's someone who's very manipulative. They know how to twist things and try to make things what they're not, just to get what they want, and make the other person feel bad when really they're the ones that should feel bad because they did something. But yeah, who you're dealing with is someone who, they have a problem with admitting when they're wrong, accepting that they were in the wrong, and then apologizing for what they have done or how they made you feel. So, yeah. Tell me one more, Spirit. Give me one more. Same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. And I see, it looks like, okay, let me take a look at that. That looks like, at first I thought it was an L, but it's not. It's a knife. But I feel that that this is the past person's energy, that this person that is coming in to apologize to you, if they haven't already, just know, collective, they will be. When they come in, Spirit wants you to know that they haven't changed, not one bit. They're still the very same person that you knew from before. Nothing has changed. They have not grown from this enough for you to look at them any different, because for the most part, they're still the same. Maybe little things have changed, but not, the major things that needed to change. No, they still move the same way they moved. They still think the same way they thought, and they're still doing the same things they did when you were with them. So it's going to be up to you whether you deal with this past person or take your chances with the new person, or walk away and deal with someone totally different. Because I do see, remember, we pulled out that you do have choices. You do have choices when it comes to love and romance, and you have your pick of the litter, because you're not a slouch, not even by a long shot. I can see that. You're somebody who's intelligent. You are, abundant. You have a great attitude. You're positive, and you have a beautiful energy about you that you attract not only, people that are good for you, but when you're attractive, you attract even the negative people too. Okay? So you have to be very careful with being who you are. You just have to be very picky and very selective, and I'm not saying be guarded, but be protective of yourself, because just like you see this flame here, it's just like a moth. A moth is attracted to a flame, right? So, but there's all kind of bugs that are attracted to flames, not just moths. So my point is, did you like the analogy? My point is that yes, you have a beautiful light that shines, and it attracts all different kinds of characters, not just good people, but the negative ones too. They want to suck the life right out of you, and you can't allow that. You come too far for that. Don't allow anybody to come and suck up your light. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to end it with one card from the tarot, and we'll end it off with that. This is advice from Spirit. What's the advice for my collective? Spirit, what's the advice for my collective? Did you guys cook? My guys on here, do you guys cook? Ladies, I know y'all got in there in the kitchen and did something tonight, did you? I'm heating up leftovers. I don't know about y'all. I don't know. I got something to eat in there. But let's see what we have. One more shuffle. Let's see. All right. So this is your advice, collective, from Spirit. This is your advice. This is your overall advice. Ten of Wands. They want you to release whatever is a burden to you, whatever you feel is too heavy, whatever is overwhelming you right now. If you feel like you're doing too much in a dynamic, if you feel as though the weight of the situation is on you and you're holding most of this heavy weight in a relationship or in a connection, could be a friendship, whatever it is. It could be a job, it could be whatever. If you are feeling burdened by this, Spirit wants you to drop it. You see how this character with this Ten of Wands, they are carrying all of these wands by themselves. There's no one there to help them. I see that right now you have, not only as far as relationships, you could be just dissatisfied, but also just in life in general, you could have so many things. I'm seeing so many responsibilities and obstacles that you have to hold at this time, and you're doing it by yourself. You could be a single parent. And even if you're not a single parent, you are just somebody who has a lot of things going on. That's what I see. And it's starting to really weigh on you. It's starting to make you tired, exhausted. You could be not sleeping well. This is fire energy. Again, you could have fire in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sag. But you're starting to feel overwhelmed as well. And you feel like, I see you feeling suffocated, like you can't breathe, because there's just so many things that you have to do. And I would say the advice from Spirit is also to, if you can, reach out for some help from, your people, the people that got your back, that that would help you and hold you down. Do that. Reach out to them. And some of us don't have anybody. I know that. Some of us are just out here in the world just doing it on our own. It's just you, God, and yourself. That's it. Okay? It's you and your spirit team and God. That's it. And I understand that. And if that's the case, lean on your spirituality. Lean on God. Pray about it. Stay prayed up. Trust me, it does make a difference. And do not allow whatever this is to burden you. If it's a relationship, guess what? Let that shit go, because it's not even worth stressing over. Because I see that it's not just this relationship in your life that that you feel stressed out about. There's other things. So trust me, people don't realize, if you already have a lot going on, right? If you already have so many things that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, to be in a relationship that is not healthy, where there's more stress in that, and it's just adding to the stress that you already have, is it worth it? It's not. Spirit wants you to release it. If it's a connection, if it's a job, start looking for a new job. Look for a whole new position at a whole new company. Move, take the steps. Start putting your resume out to take the steps, so that little by little you can ease up all of these burdens, because you're holding too much. You're holding on to too much. And this person is almost about to fall over, this character on the card. So it's getting to the point where, you're going to have burnout. If you don't, you're going to have burnout. Okay. So you got to start taking away, little by little, taking away these things, each thing that is just stress for you. Okay. So you can feel better and be better. All right. I love you guys. I definitely hope that, you got something from this tonight, and I will be seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.